Hey, my beautiful peeps. Locking down the truth with Marci Lock. So I have a question for you to consider is, can you give yourself permission without needing substance or something outside of you to give you permission? The reason this is kind of coming up for me is because everyone knows I live a fuck yes life. Like, I only say yes to things that are fuck yes for me. I totally am in alignment of honoring my self-worth, honoring what I want to do, honoring like what feels good. And so what I've noticed and gotten to take in is we get into these experiences or these things where we become a bitch to circumstance instead of totally staying in alignment with what feels good for us, speaking up for what we want, and creating the life that gives us the experience and the results that we want. This has come up several times because I don't drink. I just have no desire to, because I love being in tune with my body. I love being super connected and present, and my experiences every time that I use anything to go outside of myself, then literally like I'm fuzzy, I'm unclear, I'm not here, I'm not present, and most people think I'm drinking when I'm just being me, because I'm full of energy and life, and I love being present and connected in my life. And so for me, I don't really have a desire to. If I wanted to, I would. And so constantly being here in Vegas, and a lot of the event and experience here with these high-end game changers is all about having fun and, getting get-togethers and parties and things like that. And so I constantly get like this question of like why I don't drink, and a lot of people, even down to, ordering food last night. It's like I order to support me. I was at the pool yesterday and was like, hey, cool, I'm done now. And like, I wanted to go create space for me and honor myself giving space. And, even in conversation with certain people, it's like, I literally am about who do I get to connect to? How do I feel? What feels good? And not sitting there being like, I have to talk to certain people, or I have to do certain things, or, in this environment to be, with the crowd or validated, I got to show up this way. I live attuned to what feels good for me, and that creates the results for me. And so my experience last night, as soon as I felt done, I, got to say goodbye, and I slipped out, and I got to come and do my nighttime routine and my meditation and my stuff that I love to do. Got up early, did, my morning intentions and things, and went and kicked ass at the gym. And, as I'm now just gonna shower and get ready I actually went down to the pool to meditate, and then coming through, ended up running into a couple people, and they're like, fogged over and, didn't make gym time, etc. And they're like, well, this is just how it is when you travel, or this is just how it is when you're at these parties or these events or things. And I thought, well, that's a choice. You can be a bitch to circumstance and continue to sacrifice what you want as your experience in your life and what will give you the results to experience the life that you want, or you can choose to create the experience that you want. And so it's like all these stories and these ideas, and what I'm really meaning by the permission thing is like, people want to finally give themselves permission to feel free, or to express, or to enjoy, or whatever, by going outside of themselves with food or substances in any form, instead of just give yourself fucking permission to be the person you want to be and express the way you want to express. And so the thing that I continually get almost every event that I'm at, and obviously getting to meet a lot of people that maybe have never interacted with me, is from the get-go, people like, you were just so unapologetically you. Like, from the first time that I meet people, I'm just very outgoing and loving, and I want to hug on people and be energized, and just, like, that's just who I am, and who I've chosen to be based on me breaking through all my bullshit and my stories of how I had to show up and worried about rejection or judgment or whatever. And so my point being, like, you can change the world just by being you. When people see that you're just you, literally you, and so it's like someone the other day who said, well, yeah, I would hug people, but I just, I don't know how they're going to react to it. And I'm like, well, I just think of like, what feels good to me is I want to hug and interact with people and create a connection and value, versus being like, hi, I'm so-and-so. And so I don't think about, well, what are they going to think, or what's going to happen, or whatever. Just being me, I obviously will attract the people that love that, and the people that don't are like, I don't want anything to do with you, which is awesome. And then in being in that space, you literally are creating change, and you're giving yourself permission to just be you. So really just take in, how are you holding yourself back from expressing you, from being you? Because I get constantly people that come up, they're like, man, just being in the room with you, you stand out as you. And that's why it doesn't take marketing, it doesn't take strategy, it doesn't take all these things. When you're just aligned to fucking love yourself and be in tune with who you are and stand as who you are and speak your truth and honor yourself and feel good, everything fucking works. When you love yourself, life will love you back. Love you, peeps. Lock it down.